into the PHNX Sun Devil Show. I'm Anthony Totri, joined as always by Shawn DePaz. And it is time for the very first walk of shame before a game has even concluded for us. Arizona State is currently losing to Fresno State 29-0, and we're still in the fourth quarter. Going live right now because my goodness, it shouldn't be 29-0. It should be more. This is the definition of an ass kicking. That's exactly what this is.
Dude, this was fucking embarrassing.
Arizona State.
Embarrassing.
Should I bring the music down yet, or you want it to ride?
We don't deserve this music.
No, leave it.
Okay,
Leave it.
yeah.
It's 29-0, and
What, Totri?
I'm tired, man. I'm fucking tired. I am tired.
When's triathlon season?
Of the same nightmare that I keep going to sleep to every single time.
The worst part is you got people in here being like, it's a basketball school, only so many days until basketball. Dog, I remember distinctly being like, at least we got football coming. You want to talk about a cycle? It's that every day. Ah!
Look, it's not a traditional post-game show that we're going to be doing here. No one's getting bottle service. We're not doing a heat index. We're not doing a flick of the game because this simply does not deserve it. Yes, Shawn just realized what JJ said in the chat as it relates to Enoch.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Look, if you tuned in for a little bit of the ASU game, then you saw all of it. Arizona State with 7 turnovers tonight so far.
As of now.
7 turnovers. They have played Trenton Bourguet, they have played Drew Pyne, and they have played Jacob Conover. And they had a quarterback warming up, mind you. I cover this team every single day. There was a quarterback warming up, a freshman that I've never even heard of. That's where you're at. You're at right now where you have this many points. Big old goose egg. Hey, you know how many points they scored against Oklahoma State in the second half? This many. We're on quarter number 6 of no points for the Sun Devils. 6
for
straight
offensive
quarters.
guru Kenny Dillingham's Arizona State Sun Devils.
6 quarters.
Hey, but Rashada was a problem, right?
Yeah, dude. Like, can we let's start with that. Let's start from the beginning.
Yeah,
the beginning. Okay. Arizona State fans woke up this morning expecting to see Jaden Rashada play Fresno State.
We did not. We
had known for the majority of the week that Jaden Rashada was not going to be playing this week. However,
what we didn't know
is that we would see every other quarterback
literally
on the
every
roster.
other quarterback. They would invent new quarterbacks.
So Trenton Bourguet gets the start.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a rough start for ASU. The defense gives up a 75-yard touchdown drive, 8 plays in about 3 minutes and change. Trenton Bourguet throws an interception. Regardless of the way it started, at that point, it felt like it was over already. He threw the interception.
Yeah.
They come back. Next ASU offensive possession. Trenton Bourguet, I want to say on 3rd down, fumbles the ball, picks it up, gets rid of it, but he hurts himself in the process.
Which I don't know if I've ever seen a quarterback just literally drop the football out of the...
Yeah, it was ugly. And it didn't look good.
No,
he wasn't putting any weight
on that
left foot, which is tough. And then Drew Pyne gets in the game because there's been a lot of people calling for Drew Pyne. And Drew Pyne proceeded to turn the ball over, I believe, 5 times.
And make all of y'all look like fools.
And Shawn, I know you want to get on your soapbox a little bit because people have been harping on it pretty early on that they wanted to see a different quarterback other than 5 for Arizona State. And tonight, those fans got what they asked for.
Yeah, no, they did. Someone pointed this out to me on Twitter. It's something I thought about a while, and I, haven't really said anything about it. I feel like it's a lot of the same people that want a new quarterback for the Cardinals that don't believe in Kyler for some reason and weren't big fans of Jaden Daniels for some reason. I'll let you figure out what that reason might be. But nonetheless, like, yeah, I mean, everyone was sitting here pretending this was all Jaden Rashada's fault, which was absurd because, like, I mean, it wasn't. I mean, it just simply wasn't. He wasn't great by any means, but first off, there was a reason he got the starting job, right? Like, Kenny had come into this whole thing being like, we're trying to win games immediately. We're trying to be the best we can be immediately. And he chose Rashada. Why? Not for any of these bullshit reasons people on the internet were trying to come up with, just because he was the best quarterback. And you saw today that he was the best quarterback.
Point blank, period.
Not even a question. Drew Pyne was dog water today. He was awful. And I mean, Bourguet got hurt, so it was hard to see what he could have ultimately been. But I mean, he threw an interception and almost turned it over a second time in the limited amount of time that he played. Are you looking at the Colorado score?
No.
Oh.
Chris Cartman just sent out a tweet, and we have, I believe, in the headline that Arizona State they're currently getting shut out, and it'd be the first time since 2008 that they have been shut out. Do you know the last time that they were shut out at home?
1987.
1988.
Wow, what a fucking guess by me.
1988 was the last time that they were shut out at home. And in that loss, they lost 50-0 to number 2 USC at the time.
You mean a highly ranked USC team?
Yeah. Oh, no.
At Sun Devil Stadium?
No.
Good thing that doesn't happen anytime soon.
Yeah, that's tough. Look, I want to talk a little bit, but before we get into all of it. The defense, the single bright spot that I'm taking away from this is at the start of the week when we said that there was a matchup advantage for Arizona State off the edge because the offensive linemen couldn't handle speed, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly what we've seen so far from Brian Ward's defense in this scheme, at least in tonight's game, game planning to go after that offensive line in Fresno State, and it's paid off because Arizona State, they've got a handful of sacks tonight, and it's not just guys off the edge like Prince. It's Ro Torrance. It's Shamari. It's a bunch of guys out there. So I will say the defense, I felt like, again, has been put in such a tough position because you look at the score of 29-0, and if you watch the game, you understand how bad this could have been.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They're settling for field goals. The defense is holding them for field goals. But what are you supposed to do if you're the defense? Seriously, if I'm Ro Torrance, if I'm Jordan Clark, I am on the fucking sideline, and guys, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm
7 turnovers, dog.
I mean, I'm a lesser man than a lot of the guys on the ASU defense probably are because, yeah, I would be pissed. And I mean, also, I'm sure they're fully aware. Like, one thing we haven't mentioned yet is that this was like the shell of the ASU roster. They had damn near nobody, and that problem somehow managed to get significantly worse during the course of this game, which is by no means an excuse. I don't think, I don't think Jalen and Jaden make a difference. They're still probably losing this game, based on everything we saw tonight. But yeah, I mean, this team is severely banged up. But yeah, as far as the defense is concerned, it is. They keep on getting put in bad positions, and they are doing what they can with it. I will say that, coming into this game, the one thing that we had heard from this offense, both from Caleb, who we had talked to earlier the week, and Jalen, is that the offense isn't anything flashy. They kind of just do their thing and kind of kill you. It's kind of death by 1,000 cuts, and that's what you saw a lot tonight. They weren't doing anything crazy, but they also were none of their catches were difficult. They were kind of just dinking things off and getting a few yards here and there, and then all of a sudden it was a 75-yard touchdown drive. So the defense was by no means perfect either. One of my big bold prediction before the game was that they were going to force a turnover. They're going to score, actually, and they still don't have a turnover force this year. So definitely improvement there, but by far the best part of this team has been the defense. Yeah. I'm
at a loss.
Who's to blame?
That's a good question.
Because I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Cole, Donald's right. Don't know.
The offense has no fire.
Yeah.
They have no
and I mean, you made the comment of it when we were up in the press box during the second quarter. There was the sideline was lifeless.
Yeah,
There's no energy.
it was.
And yeah, the offense at this point, they come out and you're like, okay, how many plays are they going to get to play before they either turn the ball over or have to punt?
You look at how quickly this game was over, right?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Well,
Fresno State came out, 75-yard touchdown drive. ASU turns it over. Boom. Fresno State goes the other way, kicks a field goal, I believe. Arizona State ensuing possession. Your quarterback gets hurt. And then at that point, Fresno State has control.
Okay. Can I just say, you don't think that we should fire Kenny Dillingham yet, do we? Do you?
No. If
Cole,
seriously,
fucking relax.
If you're out here calling for jobs, dog, we're on game 3 of year 0 of a rebuild.
We're not firing fucking nobody yet. Relax.
But at the same time, you're not firing nobody, but you're also, we got to sit here and be like, look, this is unacceptable.
Oh yeah, I mean, if this happens all year, if they don't score again for the rest of the year, then yeah, fucking at the very least, Beau's got to go. But RELAX, relax. Granted, ASU might not win another game this year, so I don't want to say relax like it's gonna be okay, but like it's just far too early to jump to any of those kinds of conclusions. Just like it was way too early to jump to the conclusion that we should bench Jaden Rashada for one of the other quarterbacks on the roster.
Because the same people that are probably asking for a new quarterback or asked for a new quarterback are probably the same ones rushing to make the decision on the coaching.
Well, yeah, because they don't know what the fuck is going on, and so they look for someone to blame, and then they realize they can't blame that person anymore, so they look for someone else to blame instead of actually trying to have a conversation and figure out what the problem is. That being said, here we are having a conversation, and we don't know what the fuck the problem is.
No, the problem's the offense.
Well, yes.
That's what I'm going to tell you.
But what's the problem with the offense? Because there's a lot of obviously the quarterback play was awful. You have the stats up. How many rush yards does Cam Skattebo have?
15.
Yeah, that's unacceptable.
5 carries.
That's unacceptable, especially when you look at the quarterback situation and you knew coming into this game, like at least the team obviously knew coming into this game, they weren't going to have Jaden Rashada, so they were going to have to go to a backup. And you saw last year, pound the rock. Like that's the one thing that works. Cam is probably the best offensive player you have right now, considering that the quarterback can't get the ball to any of the pass catchers.
You know what this offense is missing?
Run.
You know what this offense is missing in my mind?
Rashad White.
No, it is missing flavor.
Yeah.
It is missing something that is like, goddamn. But the biggest
missing
problem,
like 9 starters.
But that's fine. That's fine. You can miss 5 starters. Elijah Badger, Xavier Guillory are still there. They have flavor to their game. Last week, Jalen Conyers was playing. He has flavor to his game. Cam Skattebo has flavor to his game. I'm not seeing any fucking flavor to this offense.
And you know, it's interesting you bring that up because last week we were sitting here being like, why weren't they ever attacking downfield? What's with all these screens? I didn't fucking see them do that. Like, where was the easy passes when you had your 3rd string quarterback in? Why weren't you letting him just get the ball to your playmakers in the flat and make plays like you've done so often? Why you went away from it when you had a less talented quarterback makes no fucking sense to me. Like, and so I certainly, and like Karen was taking the word out of my mouth. Like the blame is on everybody. No, I don't think that's. I think the blame is on 2 people. I think it is on Beau Baldwin, and I think it is on whoever has played quarterback at any given moment today.
So all of them.
Yeah, I mean, they've all been bad. And I don't think. I mean, you could have Andy Reid calling plays. It's not going to change the fact that the quarterbacks were not playing well. But Beau definitely deserves blame because again, why you're not running the football, I don't understand. Why you're not making the life of your quarterback easier and just getting the ball out of his hands quickly and to your playmakers makes no sense to me. Why you are passing the ball on 4th and 1 with a quarterback who hasn't shown that he's been able to complete a fucking pass all day makes no fucking sense to me.
Who's the best player on the Arizona State offense right now?
Right now, I mean,
yeah,
excluding
it's not a trick question.
I mean, Cam Skattebo,
the best player on the ASU offense.
Like right now, like
I would say is Elijah Badger, the most talented.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Regardless, you could say
well,
Scat.
No,
or you could say
I think it is.
EK.
I think it is EK. But I mean, no, there's no quarterback getting the ball right now. But yeah, I would agree that it's EK.
He has 3 touches.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah. But it's who has a lot though.
Nobody.
Like that's the thing.
Nobody.
And the offense didn't do anything.
I'm gonna break your heart here. I'm gonna break your heart here. Okay, because we got another injury. And it's not a fun one. Okay.
Oh, no.
Melquan Stovall is apparently down now on the field after a 31-yard catch, I believe. Yeah, but down on the field now. Another Sun Devil. Just it's a bad, like,
So
I don't know what it was, man. I don't know what it was in the air tonight. I don't know, like, what's going on. The injury bug of this team is something.
is Mark in the chat predicting a 68-60 or 26-28 loss? Oh, Jesus, 60. 26-28 loss to South Carolina.
No, I think he's talking about Colorado State right now.
Oh.
It's 26-28 right now. Colorado is going for 2 as we speak.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Well,
no, it's tough. It's tough. I do want to continue this conversation, and we are. But first, I want to tell you guys a little bit about our friends over at Pins and Aces. They are the official golf apparel partner of PHNX and All City. Guys, we love our Pins and Aces gear. It is the perfect time, in my personal opinion, to go grab some because it's cheap and affordable, but it is high quality stuff, not to mention the discount that you are going to get when you use our code. And they don't just make polos. They've got hats. They've got golf bags. They've got a beer sleeve. They have it all over at Pins and Aces, guys. Check out pinsandaces.com and use code PHNX to receive 15% off your first order and get free shipping. That's pinsandaces.com.
Well, it's hard for me to sit here and tell you that you should go buy Arizona State merchandise, but if you're an Arizona State fan, you're probably fans of other teams too. And if you want to support those teams because they don't break your heart, I've got the place for you to get that merch. It's our friends over at FOCO. They are the leading manufacturer of sports and entertainment merchandise with a product line that includes, clothes, toys, little collectibles like bobbleheads that you see on our screen here. They're dope. I love our folks over. I love the folks over at FOCO. They have the best officially licensed gear for all sports and fandoms. They always have our back for Arizona sports, and they have yours too. You can get the best gear around by visiting www.foco.com and using code PHNX for all non-presale items. Use the code PHNX for 10% off.
Charles in the chat with a $10 super chat. Thank you, Charles, saying this sucks, fam. Going to be a lot of Sun Devil pack therapy sessions this fall.
How many more games do we have left?
We're a quarter of the way done.
After this? So
we're a quarter of the way done.
9 more pack therapy sessions.
I've got to relive this nightmare 9 more times. 9 more times. And so do Sun Devil fans. That's another thing too. Somebody tweeted it out. They're like, love the passion and the energy and the idea behind activating the Valley. Love it. But getting butts in seats, if Sun Devil Stadium was sold out tonight, you telling me that makes a difference in this?
Yeah, no.
No, it doesn't. There's got to be a little bit of a give and take. There has to be. Because if I'm an ASU fan and this was my first game, this was my very first game, I'm not coming back. Why would you?
Oh, yeah.
If that was the product that was put out there? No. That's absolutely.
I mean, this is genuinely good. I mean, you brought up the last time they were shut out. Like, this is genuinely one of the worst ASU football games
in the last
50 years.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
more than that,
you're getting shut out at home. It's one of the worst in the last 50 years. I mean, I don't know what you're supposed to do with that. Yeah, like genuinely. And again, like this was the game you needed to win because you have to play fucking the University of Southern California next week with the reigning Heisman winner. Like it's like I'm telling you right now, there's not going to be another situation in which they're favored. They're going to be. They're on paper. They're going to lose every other game.
Karen in the chat, do we think it's conditioning issue or something else? It seems very odd with such a high number. Oh, I think it's just. I'm going to be honest. It's unlucky.
Yeah, I really just think it's bad luck.
If you knew some of the injuries, it would.
And how they're yeah.
Some of it's not, and they're not like.
Because I mean, look at Boley, for example.
Yeah.
Right. Like you saw what happened there. Like that's just a freak injury. There's no conditioning that's going to make your bone stronger.
We've got an 8th turnover. Conover just threw another interception.
Hey, everyone gets a turnover. Hey, at least Jaden didn't throw a turnover
We
today.
should have turned this into a drinking game. Every turnover, you got to take a shot.
Well, we wouldn't have a show. We'd be fucking blackout.
Yeah, that's fair. 8 turnovers for Arizona State. JJ in the chat, another INT. Good God. I'm so sorry for everybody that's listening on audio like the next day or something. And you're listening, like you've watched it. And now you can pinpoint where we were at when Conover threw his 8th interception and all 12 of the people at Sun Devil Stadium. You're right. The team's 8th turnover.
Yeah.
It's bad. And I know injuries are tough. I know they're missing a lot of key guys, but at the end of the day, that is not a fucking excuse to go out there and put out an effort like this, right? And you can tell that it's a shit effort based off of what I saw on that sideline, where it was lifeless, where there were guys with their heads down. And I respect the hell out of Kenny, because there have been multiple occasions where guys are jogging off the field or walking off the field and their heads are held down because they're losing 29-0 and they're getting their ass beat. But Kenny is still like, come on, get off the field. Like, show a little energy, show a little effort, show a little passion, right? You're losing. You're getting your ass kicked. How does that fucking feel? It feels like shit. Are you going to do something about it? Or are you just going to sit there and lie down and get your ass kicked week in and week out? Because if you are, just forfeit the 9 games. I don't want to watch them. Nobody wants to watch them. Put some sort of effort into this. Like, you can't go out there and you can't tell me. There's no way in hell that every single player that played tonight can look themselves in the mirror at the end of the day and say, I gave it my best. There's no shot. Same thing with the coaches. There's no way every single coach can sit out there and tell me that they gave 150 fucking percent. And if they can, then it wasn't enough. Then it wasn't good enough. If you gave 150%, go try and give 151.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be questions that are going to have to be answered, right? Like you talked about hey, I will say this. At least they didn't have a second half worse than their first half, because it's impossible to be worse than 0 points. But like, you saw, I think it was Beau before the week or earlier this week talk about, like, we're not thinking too much about it. Like, we're not trying to make too big of a deal about like the second half woes, things like that. It's like, now you have to. There's like, there is no, like, if we get through this week and all the coaches and players are like, just one of those things, we still got belief, we just got to keep doing our thing. Like, that's not, God, no. There's no just keep doing your thing, still believing. Like, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
There is still 7 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game, by the way.
So
and
7 minutes and
ASU
40
is
seconds left.
Still losing 29.
Can we talk about that? Yeah, Ernesto just said it. This game should be 100-0.
Yeah, this game should be no. If it weren't for the defense holding these possessions to just field goals, then yes, absolutely.
If you do this against USC,
you're
losing this game. No, genuinely, I think you lose this game by at least 70 points.
ASU at this point in the game has more total turnovers than any of the quarterbacks that played tonight have completions. Just so everybody's aware.
I mean, who was it? Someone put it out in the chat that Rashada has less interceptions in his 2 games than any of these quarterbacks have now. Yeah, I mean, it's just weird because obviously, like, there is a certain amount of like, damn, like nothing is going ASU's way. I mean, it's the third quarter and they're pinning punts at the 1 yard line.
But again, like that's
But I mean, no, I'm not using that as an excuse. But I'm just saying, like, it is just like, damn. Like, damn.
So no, there are bad days. I get it. Everybody has a bad day. We chalked up the second half against Southern Utah as a bad day. Not even a whole bad day. We chalked it up as a bad half. You go to Oklahoma State, perfect. You have a nice first half, whatever. We chalked up that second half as a bad second half. Right now, you don't get that card anymore. You don't get the card that it was just a bad day. Like this.
Yeah,
this can't happen again.
No,
is what I'm trying to like get the point across. Is whatever happened tonight, you gotta just not do that again.
You flush it. You gotta flush it.
I disagree though.
Yeah, I was about to say I disagree as well.
If I'm Kenny, I want every single fucking player at the facility at 7:00 tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
And you know what we're going to do? We're going to watch every fucking snap together as a team.
That's
what we're doing.
Oh, this has to be traumatic. Like,
yes, you have to, and that's what I'm it baffles me because there are, at least for me, right? And I'm not a college athlete by any means. I'm not an athlete, period. But for me, I'm a competitive person.
Yes.
You're a competitive person.
Yeah.
I get it's different, so I don't want anybody coming at me. And there's going to be people come at me regardless for it. But if you're competitive, right, you got to love the win.
Yeah.
I hate losing more than I like winning.
Yes.
I hate losing. That has to be what comes away from this, right? Go give it your all. Obviously, you want to win, and you're going to go out there and win. Just try not to fucking lose, right? Like, at least for me, obviously winning is fun. It's great. It's a byproduct of everything that you do.
I mean, you're getting into a dangerous situation, though, when you're trying not to lose. I mean, that's like obviously very different. Somebody talk about the Diamondbacks, right? Is like at the beginning of the year, it felt very much like they were like, we go into every game with like, we're going to win this game. And now it goes into games like hopefully we don't lose this game. And so like that can't be the mindset. You got to go in with the mindset of like, I do think it has to be like victory over, like a desire to win over a fear of defeat. But yeah, like like I said, this has to be traumatic. Like the guy should be embarrassed about this.
Yeah, there should be that. And I take it back where I say that Kenny should have the players at the facility at whatever time. No, it should be the leadership
I was gonna say,
on the team.
The players should be,
ensures that there is some sort of player meeting,
the players need to hold themselves accountable.
And I'm specifically the ones on offense. Because the defense, I get it's not perfect, but the defense, if you watch the game, the defense is not the reason that this team is losing. The reason this team is losing is because they've gone 6 straight quarters without finding the fucking end zone. That's why they're losing games. You can stop people all you want, but guess what? If they score 1 point and you score none, you're going to lose. I don't care if it's football, soccer, baseball, basketball, tennis. I don't care. You're going to lose if you can't score. And that's exactly what's happening. They're incapable of scoring. They're incapable of moving the football right now. Seriously. We can't move the ball.
No, I mean, like you said earlier, there's no life to this offense. Like they get the ball and it never does it feel like they're any threat to actually accomplish anything.
They're getting outrun in plays right now, 83-56. Fresno State has almost run 30 more plays than Arizona State. And on 8 of those plays, 8 of Arizona State's 56 plays, they've turned it over. Can somebody do the quick math on that for me? What percent is that?
Say that again.
ASU has run 56 plays.
Mm-hmm.
8 of those plays, they've turned the ball over. That's got to be a ridiculous turnover percentage if you are like a college offense. There's no reason you should be turning the football over that much. It's just carelessness. That's what it is. And I guarantee you,
14% of their plays.
14%? 14%, dog. 14% of the plays you're running, you're just giving the ball back. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. Think about that.
No,
if I told you going into the game, guess what?
It's absurd.
Arizona State's going to lose tonight. Okay, cool. If I told you going into tonight, Arizona State, 14% of their plays tonight, they're just going to give the ball to Fresno State. Not punts. They're just going to hand them the ball. That's fucking wild.
Yeah, man. Like, yeah. I don't know what else to say about this game, really, because, like, it was like it's so hard to almost understand because it's like there's still plenty of talent on this offense, and they just didn't get the ball. Like it doesn't feel like the offense even like took the field today.
No, like it doesn't. It literally does not.
Like
the only time they came on the field was to give the ball back to Fresno State.
No, the 120-yard pass to Andre Johnson of all people.
The back shoulder. That was nice.
It was really nice.
That was
really
nice play that they had there.
Was that Bourguet? That was Bourguet.
Oh yeah, it was. It's disgusting and it's unacceptable and that's exactly what it is, guys. You know what's gonna help make this so much better is when I'm done. I'm going straight home and I'm taking an OG's and I'm calling it a night.
Oh,
because A, we've got NFL football tomorrow, but B, just let me have an OG's. Let me take the rest of the night off after that. Yeah, honestly, all ASU fans deserve an OG's after the performance that we saw. And honestly, the flavor doesn't even matter at this point. You want to give me a red apple? I'll eat it. You want to give me a watermelon? I'll eat it. You want to give me a peaches and cream? Num, num, num. I'll fucking eat it. Guys, OGs.
Num, num, num.
OGs should be in the Hall of Fame of scratch-made gummies. Guys, check out our friends at OGs Brands for yourself and try one or a few of their many delicious flavors. Check them out across all socials at OG's Brands and online at ogsbrands.com to find them at a local dispo near you. You do got to be 21 years or older to enjoy responsibly.
And if you want to hide your face from the embarrassment of being associated with the Arizona State football program, you need good glasses. And if those glasses break, you don't want to ever be in a situation where you're then forced to show your face and associate with the Arizona State football program. So you need glasses that will be replaced quickly and easily with no questions asked if you were to lose those glasses. Because again, you don't want to have to show your face and associate yourself with the Arizona State football program. And so you need Shady Rays. Obviously, sunglasses have been a big topic of conversation around college football recently. And maybe if Dion had been getting his players Shady Rays, they wouldn't be fighting for their lives against Colorado State right now. But that's neither here nor there. You can get yourself a pair of Shady Rays. You can go online, or if you're the kind of person like shopping in person, you can go to their brick and mortar location at Kirkland Commons, Kirkland Commons, like Costco. Kirkland Commons. In Scottsdale. Check them out. And if you don't love your Shady Rays, you can exchange them for a new pair or return them for free within 30 days. No risk when you shop. The team always has your back. Exclusively for our listeners, Shady Rays is giving out their best deal of the season. Go to shadyrays.com and use code PHNX for 50% off 2+ pairs of polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 250,000 people.
It's official. It is final. Arizona State gets beat, gets embarrassed, gets outperformed by Fresno State 29
abused
to 0.
Assaulted
29-0.
battered.
Just like what do you say if you're Kenny and you go to this and like not the post game, but you're in the locker room with your guys? What do you say? Is there anything you like? You obviously have to try and pick these guys up. Right?
Yeah,
I get that.
I think you got to start this. If this is coming from like the coaches talking to the players, the coaches have to start by taking accountability. And I think that, although I don't necessarily blame Kenny, like we kind of talked about, I think probably a lot of this falls on Beau. But like Kenny needs to take accountability for him and his coaching staff not putting the players in position to succeed, because especially offensively, they did not do that today. But then I think he needs to let a fire under their ass. Be like, I'm embarrassed. You should be embarrassed. You should feel bad for putting the fans through this. The fans that did show up, because fans. I mean, there was a solid number of fans. I'm not going to sit here and pretend it was sold out or anything like that. But like you can be, yeah. I think it's got to be like, look, This is not what Arizona State football is, because even though it's not great. Arizona State football is not this. This is embarrassing.
They just went scoreless in a home game for the first time since 1988.
Yeah, like that's not what this program is.
I'm gonna throw up. This makes me want to vomit.
I think Kenny might cry.
I think I might cry.
Yeah, I might too.
And this is why it sucks, bro.
Drake,
because
dog.
like Kenny cares so much.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that makes this more difficult, is because like
Danny, we tried to tell you. That's the thing.
We've
been sitting on this program every day, telling everybody that the guy's
Rashada's
the guy right now, right? That there's a reason when you have a quarterback competition, and the guy that started as the 3 at the start of fall camp becomes the 1. That should tell you everything you need to know about the rest.
Well, and yeah, and it's not just there was a quarterback competition with the express like context of we are trying to put the best team on the field and win games this year. Like that was the point. There was no thinking about the future, anything like that. Like he thought he owed it to the seniors to put the best product on the field possible, and he ended up on Jaden Rashada, because Jaden Rashada was the best quarterback on this team. And look at that. He was the best quarterback on this team. So I don't know where they go from here. I think regardless, there's obviously going to be a lot of what do we do at quarterback now?
Holy shit.
And those options are obvious. Like we have no idea what's up with Bourguet and if that's even going to be an option going forward. So like who knows? Like who knows, dog? But I think at this point, everyone just got to do their own jobs. Like, you're not going to be able to worry about the quarterback because
The quarterback's got to worry about the quarterback.
the quarterback has to worry about the quarterback.
There wasn't a single ASU quarterback tonight that completed more than 6 passes.
I will say this. The only thing that I will say to kind of, I don't want to give anybody the benefit of the doubt because no one fucking deserves that. The one thing I will say is they obviously were not planning on Pyne being like, they weren't planning on only having Pyne and Conover, right? And so I'd be interested to see like if they went through a full week or whatever of being like Drew Pyne is our starting quarterback, and if it's not Drew Pyne, it's Jacob Conover, what the team looks like and what the kind of the approach looks like. Austin saying wasn't Conyers a QB. It's funny, I did bring that up in the press box earlier because I was wondering it because they obviously were the quarterbacks were starting to drop. I was like, I wonder, is there anybody on this roster that's played quarterback at some point? Because Conyers did, but he obviously wasn't playing today. Yeah, man, I don't know. I just this isn't fair to us because we're gonna have to come to the office and Damon is gonna have that shit-eating fucking grin on his face, and Saul's gonna say some snarky shit as if his team wasn't in this exact fucking position 3 years ago. We don't deserve this. You guys don't deserve this either.
I agree with Daniel. Let's on a positive note. The helmets were sick.
Oh,
the unis were
the
awesome.
helmets were awesome, but they played like dog shit.
They didn't deserve to wear those helmets tonight.
This is not the show to be like, and I appreciate you, Daniel, but there's not the show to be like, on a positive note, they had cool uniforms. Like, fucking cool dog, look good, play good, or look good, feel good, play like dog shit, apparently. Because that's what happened tonight.
Andrew in the chat. Well, Totri, you did say there would be some surprises tonight. Yeah, my surprise was alluding to the fact that Jaden Rashada would not be playing. It wasn't that you were going to see every single fucking
everyone was
quarterback
gonna
on
get
the
hurt.
roster and that everybody was going to be leaving in an ambulance. That was not by any means what I had in mind for a surprise.
Real quick, who got hurt today? Trenton Bourguet, Clayton Smith.
Clayton Smith in a walking boot, by the way.
Oh, I know. Chris Edmonds left at one point.
Yeah.
There's somebody
Melquan Stovall.
Melquan Stovall. There was somebody else I thought.
Tate Romney was down for a little bit, but he got back up.
I mean, even at one point, Pyne looked shooken up.
Yeah. Everybody took a beating tonight, man. Every single person took a beating. Shamari gave it a go tonight, and he was questionable to start the game. But seriously, you look at the amount of players that are not playing. We're just gonna do this real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. That didn't play tonight and were either out or they got hurt in the game. Okay. I need you to count on your hands for me. Okay. Jaden Rashada, Jalen Conyers, Emmett Bull, Ben Coleman, Asaya Glass, Jordan Tyson, Cade Briggs, Melquan Stovall, Trenton Bourguet, Shamari.
You just hit 10 for the record.
Clayton Smith.
I needed more than 2 hands to count, and I think that's the point.
And these are all guys that would contribute, probably.
Most of those guys were starters. Did you mention DeCarlos?
No. Yeah.
Did Tevin get hurt at one point, or did I make that up?
No, he did.
He did get hurt
after he fumbled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God!
Great, guys.
What the fuck was that?
And that's what I was getting at earlier. There's no excuses here, but holy fuck, man. Trenton Bourguet dropped the football he just dropped the football. He went back like he was gonna throw it, and it went backwards with nobody every single thing that possibly could have gone wrong, short of an act of God, because that happened week 1, went wrong. I appreciate Danny.
Danny's apologized so many times
because I said to you, I was like, where are all these motherfuckers gonna be at? All these people that are talking shit about Jaden. I want to see the apology. The apology better be as loud as the criticism. I appreciate Danny for apologizing. Yeah, Ryan saying, shout out to D-backs for getting the job done. Because, I would have been a dark place.
That game was electric.
I would have been a dark place if Syracuse won today, Texas won today.
I hope everybody at home, I hope all of you. I hope all of you took Fresno State.
Oh, well, Kid Low. We got Kid Low.
I hope. Oh, he's good.
Okay. Yeah, he's shooting in.
I hope all of you bet on Fresno State. I hope you all made a little bit of money if you had to watch that game tonight. Regardless of who you're a fan of, everybody needed to make money, and I hope you did it over at BetMGM, guys. And if you didn't Bet on the game tonight. They've got a great offer going on over at the BetMGM Sportsbook app. Place your first wager on the BetMGM Sportsbook app through BetMGM Sportsbook mobile of at least $10, and you guys are going to receive $200 instantly in additional winnings regardless of your wager's outcome. Super easy to get started. Download the BetMGM Sportsbook app on iOS or Android, or you can visit betmgm.com and sign up with code PHNX. Sign up and deposit at least 10 bones in your newly created account and then place a wager in the amount of at least $10 at standard odds. Price a qualifying bet. And once you have placed a qualifying bet, you guys are going to receive $200 in bonus bets regardless of your outcome of the wager. Again, sign up for BetMGM and use that bonus code PHNX. Place your first BetMGM Sportsbook wager through BetMGM Sportsbook mobile app of at least $10, and you guys are going to receive $200 instantly in additional winnings, regardless of your wager's outcome. Check out the show notes for full details. And now listen to Big Pokey talk about the disclaimer.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Colorado, D.C., Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Louisiana, Maryland, Mississippi, New Jersey, Nevada, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Wyoming. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369 New York. Call 1-800-327-5050 Massachusetts. 21 plus to wager. Please gamble responsibly. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP Arizona. 1-800-BETS-OFF Iowa. 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help Michigan. 1-800-981-0023 Puerto Rico in partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. U.S. promotional offers not available in D.C., New York, or Ontario.
A little behind the scenes, Jacob's great producing as a count. We were counting down from the thing, and he's just usually, you give the talent like a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, or at least a 3, 2, 1. He's just 1, and we're back.
I do. Before you get into anything else, so ASU had 2 timeouts left toward the end of the game, and they were on the Fresno State 29-yard line. Didn't use the timeouts.
Okay, well that's soft.
Fanatic Devil, who is obviously a Sun Devil fan, was at the game, and he tweeted, "I stay until the end, and for what? For them to not even try."
Yeah, I mean, fans are better than that. That's for sure. That's just sad. I'd be interested to hear if anyone asks Kenny about that. Yeah, that's embarrassing. I mean, that's embarrassing. I would like when we were doing that ad read, I was sending to Totri, like the people in the chat that are clearly U of A fans being like, "Yeah, ASU sucks. U of A is going to smoke U of A." Fucking.
U of A is going to smoke U of A?
Or U of A is going to smoke ASU.
What you been smoking tonight, Shawn?
Nothing, sadly. Fucking Stanford might smoke ASU. I'm not worried about y'all. I'm worried about what we got going on over here. It's so much worse than anything. Fuck y'all. I don't give a shit about U of A right now.
That bold man don't look too bad right now.
No, yeah. The bold man. Remember that?
Just saying. That doesn't look too bad right now.
Everyone wanted to come for Ray Ray's head. A 1-11 season feels a lot better when there was no chance for a bowl game to begin with. Dude, they better figure out a way to beat Cal, because that's the only team in their tier, I think, remaining on their schedule. If you want to include them in their tier,
I don't want to do it anymore. The offense didn't play well. The defense did what they could. GG's go next.
ASU.
GG's go next. That's what it is. Is it not? This is when you get into a lobby of a video game and you are outclassed and outmatched because you just downloaded the game and you thought it was going to be so much fun. And then you don't know any of the controls and you're just playing like a semi-pro at this game and they beat your ass. And you're just sitting there like, I'm never going to be good at this game. Ever.
This happens.
It was so demoralizing.
I have this happens on a semi-frequent basis where I'll be playing video games somewhat late at night and I throw on the show and I'm playing whatever and I'm like, should I go to bed? No, I'll play one more game. And then I'm because I'm the Diamondbacks, I have I don't know, I pitch it with Merrill Kelly and then he gives up 5 runs in the first inning. I'm like, I'm going to bed. I plan on being up for another hour to finish this game. I so often, bases loaded, guy ropes one to left center before the ball even touches the ground. I've turned my console off. I'm done. That's how I feel. I'm done. Hey, that's what happened. We rage quit. We didn't wait for the game to be over. We started the show. Fuck it. We're done. I don't know. They ASU fans deserve better. And I don't mean all ASU fans because there's a lot of fucking, But these ASU fans, us, the fans that are here, the 70 of you that are here watching the show after the most embarrassing loss.
Wasn't Fresno State 35th?
Fresno State's a very good team.
Yeah.
That's important. Fresno State's a very good team. They were
like the RPIs or whatever.
They were like around I think they were in the top 25 at a point last year. But they were like Fresno State is a very, very good team.
Lose this bad.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if Alabama is on the other side of the field. Actually, Alabama played today. And you in Central Florida or Southern Florida held them to fucking 17 points or whatever it was. They were in that game the whole goddamn time. Because that's what happens when you're a fucking respectable football team. You compete. And they didn't compete tonight. It doesn't matter who's on the other side of the field. You're a Division I athlete in a Power 5 conference. And this isn't Cal. This isn't like some massive like academic institution where we have higher academic standards. That's certainly not the case.
Do you want to tell all our lovely viewers how they can get drunk or what they should get?
Yeah, if you want to forget about tonight, may I suggest 1 or 5 beers? As long as you're drinking responsibly, make sure you're drinking 4 Peaks. The best way to if you're a Fresno State fan or a U of A fan to celebrate, or if you're an ASU fan or an Oklahoma State fan, because they got their ass kicked today, which actually does not make me feel any better. It makes me feel worse now that I think about it. Regardless, drink 4 Peaks. They're the best beer of all time. Probably better football players than ASU, but definitely better beers. Be sure to follow them on social at 4 Peaks Brew or at 4 Peaks Pub to get all the latest on Arizona's premier craft brewery. If you haven't been to the 4 Peaks 8th Street Pub in Tempe, get out there because it's not like there's shit else to do in Tempe, or at least shit else worth your time to do. Head over to 4 Peaks. It's perfect time because pumpkin porter is almost back, and pumpkin porter being back means pumpkin porter cheesecake is almost back. And that also means, Jacob, you know what that means?
French onion soup.
French motherfucking onion soup! Let's go! It's the one good thing.
What? Never mind, finish.
No, I just...
No. Mine has nothing to do with what you're saying. I just intrusive thought.
Okay, yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I'm just ready for some French onion soup. So make sure you head over to 4 Peaks. Visit 4peaks.com/locator to find all your favorite brewery tours and events. They've got Steinholding, Oktoberfest, and Haunted Brewery tours. It's fall, baby. All right around the corner. Check out at 4 Peaks Pub or at 4 Peaks Brew to keep up with the latest at Arizona's hometown brewery. You must be 21 or older to drink 4 Peaks, and please drink responsibly. AP, did ASU lose? No. We're 2-1.
They won 29 to nothing.
Kicked ass, actually.
Yeah.
Jacob Conover threw for 5 touchdowns.
Kenny was asked if he'll take over play calling. His response was, quote, "We're going to get the offense fixed."
That sounds like yes.
Thank God.
That sounds like it. Yeah, I mean, we were in this situation last year, and obviously
he made his living calling plays.
Yeah, it's obviously different because, last year it felt like no one cared.
There's different players.
Yeah.
He
did have Bonex.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's obviously a very huge difference.
But he called plays elsewhere.
Yeah, but what I was getting at is just that, like, you had to do this last year, right? Things got stagnant. Like, you got to switch things up. And at this point, I mean, you have an embarrassing loss like this. You got to figure something out.
So much, dude. You guys are fucking awesome. Kenny with an all-time quote. If we would have punted on offense, we probably would have had a better game.
Yeah.
Hey, at least he's keeping it real, dude.
Well, no, because
he's keeping it real.
That was like the Bills game on the other day. I was like, I could live with the Josh Allen interceptions because they were basically punts. He was throwing them to like the other team's 1 yard line. Like if you want to do that, fucking, they would have scored. The game would have been slightly better. I do. That was the worst thing. They were in this game the whole time.
If you were on the East Coast and you watched this, you deserve a Medal of Honor.
Mark,
you deserve to be compensated. There should be a class action filed immediately.
We salute you.
What I am trying to remember is what his profile picture is.
Mark?
Yes. Because that is like from a computer, like an online game or something that I used to play when I was younger, I feel like, and I can't remember what it is. And now I'm very curious.
All right,
so
we've got the
Mark,
official news being released on Jaden Rashada. At least as the timetable. So everybody in the chat, buckle up because it's not great. Jaden Rashada will be out 4 to 6 weeks per Kenny Dillingham. We'll try to preserve redshirt upon return. So again, just to confirm, quarterback Jaden Rashada will be out for at least the next 4 to 6 weeks, which means he will be missing the USC game. He'll be missing the Cal game. He'll be missing the Colorado game. And I believe Oregon is in there. I believe. I could be wrong on that, but yeah.
And they said they want to preserve his red
4
shirt,
to
right?
6. Yes.
So, I mean, he can play 3 games, correct?
I believe 3 games.
And he's played 2 already. So,
there's a lot to be
more
decided.
than likely not going to see. I mean, based on that, not going to see.
Based on that, you shouldn't feel confident. Based on that, you shouldn't feel confident.
So,
yeah, we're not going to release the exact what happened. If the university decides to tell what happened with a specific injury, then so be it. It's something that's going to sideline him for 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, but first off, for each and every one of you that was out here being like, "Oh, transferitis, he doesn't want to," go fuck yourself, because you do not know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah,
at all, ever. So,
holy shit,
fucking relax.
Gerald tweeted, "The Phoenix Suns had 5 games last season where they committed fewer turnovers than ASU football did tonight."
Okay, fuck you, Gerald. Go do your little basketball thing, Gerald. Go watch another movie, Gerald. We didn't need that.
Damn.
I love you, Gerald.
Watch another movie.
I love you, Gerald.
Wow. Elijah Badger just tweeted out a donut emoji.
I mean, at least he taking note.
First comment is from some random person. I'm sorry. Okay, guys, that's gonna do it. Thanks for joining our therapy session. Do you have any final thoughts on what you witnessed with your eyes this evening?
No.
Okay, Jacob, what about you? Any thoughts on what you saw with your eyes?
Only that I am him.
You are him.
Yeah, shout out Jacob. Because I know I was giving him shit for some behind the scenes things, but he's literally producing like 3 shows at once.
He's doing a hell of a job.
I have an earbud in. I'm about to start the Wildcat show over here.
Well, that's perfect. We'll wrap up for you guys. If you enjoyed the content, give us a follow at PHNX_son-of. You can follow me at Anthony_Totri. You can follow this man right over here to my right at Shawn_DePaz.
As always.
We'll be live Monday, 2 p.m. Kenny's got a presser that day, so let's see what he's got to say, and let's see what they say about USC looking forward. But until then, enjoy NFL football on Sunday. Peace.